Happy Monday, and today I wanted to say good morning and welcome you guys to the Success Code YouTube channel. My name is Eric Pennell, and I want to thank you for joining me on my morning commute. These are the videos I shoot on my way to the office. I do that safely because I do have a remote here. In most cases, I'm driving, looking at the road, not looking at the camera, but we won't let that get in the way of hearing the good content that I'm actually going to be sharing practically Monday through Friday. So for those of you that are new to this channel and finding me and new to me, I help people live out their dreams and design the life they've always desired by creating more success and more happiness in your life, because that's a mission of mine. And however you get there, I want to lock arms and help you get there. So not sure how you got there, but welcome. For those of you that are returning and you're familiar with the channel, familiar with this video, this type of content, thank you for returning. Thank you for sparing your time and listening. And I hope that you're getting value and you're sharing this with your friends and family, so that they can also be encouraged as well. So today I want to talk about why it's critical to seek failure in life. I know that sounds crazy, but as we go further along in this video, you'll completely understand what I'm talking about. Failing is essential because it puts you in the arena of having more opportunities, ability to learn in general, right? Increasing your knowledge, but also learning more truly about yourself, because a lot of times we think we know our limitations, but because we haven't put ourselves in the arena to fail, take risks, try new things, experience more opportunities, we really don't truly know our limitations. And what better way to do that than failing at many different things that you're trying in your life. But the traditional person, in a general sense, most of us, we take the approach that we want to play it safe. And the reason why we play it safe is because we see failure as a final destination. But in reality, failure is not a final destination. But those that you do see failure as a final destination, meaning you try something once, you experience the first bit of displeasure from that experience because you feel like you failed, and you immediately give up. And that's when it becomes a final destination. You hear a no from someone. You ask someone the first time about a request or some type of service or something that you're selling, or anything in that arena where you're seeking a yes or a no. Obviously you want a yes, but as soon as you hear one no, you take that as I failed, or it doesn't work, or it doesn't work for me, or I'm not good enough. These are all the different messages and voices that you start to hear in your head, which is absolutely not true. The other part to address within the notion of failure is I want to kill a myth that people think is a good thing. In some ways it's a good thing, but a lot of ways it's not. It's people that are perfectionists. Be careful of people that you hear say that they are perfectionists. Now, perfectionists in a sense that they want to go above and beyond the call of duty, right? Let's say that they're given a job, and in the description, the job says they need to do X, Y, Z, and they only do X, Y, Z. Those are people that they're just doing a good enough job. Perfectionists go above and beyond that. They over deliver on what the scope of their call of duty. That's good perfectionism. Now, a perfectionist in a sense that it holds them back from trying new things because they feel like they're not good at something immediately before actually making the attempt. That is negative perfectionism. That is not good. You got to watch out for those type of people, because they're not going to be the ones that's going to step outside the boundaries of their own belief system and try new things, take risk. So in our reality, we got to get out of this mindset that failure is bad. Failure is great. I love listening to stories of wildly successful people, like listening to Oprah, Elon Musk, Richard Branson, Tyler Perry, many other successful people, the stories that are out there. If you listen to those stories and kind of listen to where they start, where they began, to where they ended up, you'll find out and realize that they experienced thousands of opportunities where there was failure thrown their way. They were rejected. Someone told them they were crazy. Somebody told them no. They were held back because of money. They had all these different obstacles that gave them reasons that they should stop and develop the mindset that says, hey, I failed, it's over. But they kept pushing forward, and then that one opportunity out of all those thousands of opportunities became their breakthrough. And that's exactly why you got to look at failure the same way for yourself. There's words that we use with failure in our minds that we have to reverse the narrative and use it for a positive. The common words that you hear in failure is embarrassment, shame, pain, lack of confidence. These are all the things that are traditionally synonymous with failure, that we have to reverse the narrative to use it as a weapon, as power for us. We got to change it to failure is, number one, it's not final. It's a learning process. It increases your knowledge. It helps you build your confidence. It helps you increase your ability and your capacity in your mind to do bigger and greater things. And that's where, when you start to develop that mindset in a sense for failure, that's when you start to create the loop and you start to experience more success. Success is not an instant thing. It's not an instant thing where you try something once just because you are naturally good at it, and then all of a sudden it works out in your favor. Success in reality is trying things, failing at them, getting better, and then eventually succeeding. And that eventually doesn't mean that it's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It could be years before the true success actually happens in your favor. But you got to stay in the fight, stay in the game, and use failure for what it really is, and make yourself better. And that's why I say success is critical. It's vital to failure is critical to your success, right? It's just critical. It's vital, because how do you know? How do you truly know what you're capable of if you're not willing to step out there, put yourself out there, and try new things, fail, get better, learn what you're not good at, learn what you are good at? If you don't do those things, you have no clue. You don't have a clue of what you're truly capable of, but you got to put yourself in that position to do so. So I always when we look at failure, there's 3 different types of people. There's the overly perfectionist, which ultimately they stay in that box, stay in that lane, and they do nothing, right? And the reason why they don't get started is because they're just perfectionists. On the opposite end of that, it's the failure, right? It's too painful, right? They're not necessarily perfectionists, but the failing part is too painful to even try anything. And that's where they also stand still. So I advise you to stay kind of in that middle lane where you look at failure where, yeah, it's painful. You know it's going to be painful. In some cases, it may be embarrassing. You're going to have people to say, I told you so, it doesn't work. You're going to feel it, but I want you to use that pain as a way to create that loop of knowledge, that the experience, the confidence. You have to continuously do those things, because if you don't, you have no clue how good you truly are, and you decrease the amount of opportunities that you have to experience more success in your life. And that's all you're looking for, is more opportunities. And you can't have those opportunities if you're not giving yourself the chance to experience more things. So I'm going to wrap this video up today. Today is pretty short, but I want to let you know that, number one, I believe in you. I'm here to lock arms with you and see you through to whatever it is you're trying to achieve. I'd like to invite you more closely to the Success Code community if you haven't already been locked in. You can start by doing so somewhere on this screen. You can click the subscribe button. Anytime I post videos like this, you'll be the first to get notified. They'll come right to your phone and let you know that I post new content. I also like to invite you to the Success Code Facebook community. I'm always over there as well. I'm actually building that community up and that audience. I also like to invite you to blog. I have my various blog posts. I've got some free books out there. I've got a book that's actually going to be published in the first quarter of this year called Crack the Success Code. And yeah, I want to continue to spread more positivity and increasing more of the awareness of living a happy and successful life. So again, my name is Eric Panel. I want to say happy Monday. I hope you guys have a great start to your week and a good rest of the week. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you and your feedback. And we'll talk soon. Take care.